What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic, and today, as usual, I'm gonna continue with reading to you the Discourses by Epictetus. And today is gonna be the chapter 21 concerning inconsistency of mind. So let's get started. There are some admissions which men readily make, others they do not. Now, no one will admit that he is thoughtless or foolish. On the contrary, you'll hear everyone say, "Would that I had luck as I have wits." But men readily admit that they are cowards and say, "I am a bit of a coward, I admit, but for the rest, you will find me no fool." A man will not readily own to incontinence, to injustice, not at all, never to envy or fussiness, while most men will own to being pitiful. You ask what is the reason? The most vital reason is a confusion and want of consistency in man's views of what is good and evil. But apart from this, different persons are affected by different motives. Speaking generally, people are not ready to own to qualities which to their mind appear base, cowardice, and a sense of pity they imagine show good nature, silliness, and slavish mind, and social force they are least ready to admit. In most of the errors which they are inclined to confess to, it is because they think there is an involuntary element, as in the cowardly and the pitiful. So if anyone does own to incontinence, he brings in passion to give him the excuse of involuntary action. Injustice is in no circumstances convinced as involuntary. There is an involuntary element, they think, in jealousy, and for this reason, this too is a fault which men confess. Moving then, as we do among men of this character, so bewildered, so ignorant of what they are saying, or of what evil is theirs, or whether they have any, or what is the reason of it, or how they are to be relieved, we ought ourselves, I think, to be constantly on our guard, asking ourselves, am I too perhaps one of them? What impression have I of myself? How do I bear myself? Do I too bear myself as a man of prudence and self-control? Do I too sometimes say that I am educated to meet every emergency? Am I conscious, as the man who knows nothing should be, that I know nothing? Do I come to my teacher as to the oracles, prepared to obey, or do I too come to school like a driveler, to learn nothing but history and to understand the books which I did not understand before, and if it so chance to expound them to others? Man, you have had a boxing match with your slave at home, and turned your house upside down, and disturbed your neighbors, and now do you come to me with a solemn air like a wise man, and sit and criticize the way I interpret language, and how I rattle out anything that comes into my head? Do you come in a spirit of envy, depressed because nothing is brought you from home, and while the discussion is going on, sit thinking of nothing yourself but how you stand with your father or your brother? What are men at home saying about me? They are thinking now that I am making progress, and say, he will come back knowing everything. I did indeed wish to return one day, if I could, having learned everything, but it needs hard work, and no one sends me anything, and the baths and shockingly bad in Nicopolis, and I am badly off in my lodgings and in the lecture room. Then they say, no one gets any good from the lecture room. Why? Who comes to the lecture room? Who comes to be cured? Who comes to have his judgments purified? Who comes that he may grow conscious of his needs? Why are you surprised then that you carry away from school the very qualities you bring there? For you do not come to put away your opinions, or to correct them, or to get others in exchange. No, far from it. What you must look to is whether you get what you come for. You wish to chatter about principles. Well, do you not come away with lighter tongues than before? Does not school afford you material for displaying your precious principles? Do you not analyze variable syllogisms? Do you not pursue the assumptions of the liar and hypothetical propositions? Why then do you go on being waxed and getting what you come for? Yes, but if my child or my brother die, or if I must be racked and die myself, what good will such things do me? What? Is that what you came for? Is this what you sit by me for? Did you ever light your lamp or sit up late for this? Or when you have gone out for a walk, have you ever put a conception before your mind instead of a syllogism, and pursued this with your companion? When have you ever done so? Then you say, principles are useless. To whom? To those who use them wrongly. For collyrium is not useless to those who anoint themselves at the right time and in the right way. Plasters are not useless. Leaping weights are not useless, but only useless to some, and again useful to others. If you ask me now, are syllogisms useful? I shall say they are useful, and if you wish, I will prove it. What good have they done me then? Man, did you ask whether they were useful in general or useful to you? Suppose a man suffering from dysentery asked me, is vinegar useful? I shall say it is. Is it useful to me? I shall say, no. Seek first to get to a flux state in your ulcerations healed. It is the same with you. You must first attend to your ulcers and stay your flux, and arrive at peace in your mind and bring it to school undistracted, and then you will discover how wonderful the power of reason is. What was the great chapter, guys? Alright, so we're gonna finish for today, and as usual, we're gonna continue tomorrow in the next chapter. So thank you for joining me today on this video. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Bye.